Ditto.
Hello, we're here listening to Angelica presentation.
My name is Angelica Broussard. Today I will be doing my informative speech on equal opportunity training and workplace discrimination. And this is for my speech class. So let's get started. So first of all, what is Equal Employment Opportunity Commission? So it is also known as EEOC, and it is a federal agency responsible for enforcing laws that make it illegal to discriminate against job applicant or employee because of religion, race, sex, and much more. So basically, they will help you if you feel like you're being discriminated against or not given a fair opportunity to do your job that well. So many people feel like they can't do their job well because they feel like they're not getting the same opportunity as others, and they just don't feel like that they can do their job because they don't feel like they're well liked, and they don't feel like they're going to get any accomplishments because of them being treated differently. Okay, next. Okay, EEOC includes having a fair chance to do their job and being treated as an equal as everybody else, as they should be treated, because everybody should be treated equal and get the same opportunities that everybody else gets as their coworkers. They should be able to work without discrimination and being able to work and do their job, fairly, and getting the same opportunities as I said before. And equal opportunity training, I'm going to start talking about the training that they have to go through. It is a course offerings. Sometimes they meet the requisite of 32 hours or 8 hours refresher trainings. So sometimes they need refresher trainings after each year to make sure that everybody knows the rules and make sure that everybody treats each other fairly and make sure everybody can do their job well and make sure they feel comfortable in their situations. Some kind of trainings that they go through is investigator refresher, disability program basics, anti-harassment program management, and I'm sure there are many more trainings that people go through to make sure that people feel welcomed and be able to do their job. And it is a very important aspect to feel like you can do your job without being discriminated against, because if you can't do your job and feel like you aren't welcomed, then you won't be able to do your job and you won't be able to accomplish higher goals. So equal opportunity training walks employees and bosses through steps to prevent discrimination. They take the time to make sure everyone is comfortable and being able to do their job without being discriminated against and being able to accomplish their goals and working up. Equal employment opportunity training is responsible for enforcing employment discrimination laws to make people feel comfortable in their workplace and correct discrimination in the workplace. Discriminating in the workplace is illegal to discriminate a job applicant of the person's race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disability, or genetic information. Laws apply to all types of work situations, including hiring, firing, promotions, harassment, training, wages, and benefits. So each time a person goes through a hiring, they have to make sure that they're not asking any illegal questions like how many children do you have, what's your kind of origin, and they can ask you what kind of jobs you came from, like what's your work experience, and like what do you have to bring to the job, but they can't ask you about your kids, your marital, because it is illegal to do that, and if they ask these questions, then they're not allowed to, and you can bring that to the higher up and make sure that you are being treated as fairly and being able to get the right opportunities to get the job that you want. And how many minutes am I at? And also, I would like to talk to you about it can also affect them emotionally and mentally, because when they go through these things, they feel like they aren't welcomed and they feel like they aren't well liked, so they're not be able to do their job. So emotionally they are just drained, and then they don't even want to be there because they can't do their job, because they feel like they're not going to accomplish higher goals to get to the next step and to get promotions and each thing like that. So if they feel like they're not going to accomplish more and like get higher paychecks and like achieve and like come higher up, then they're not going to be able to do their job properly. This is why it's important to treat people fairly and give them the right opportunities that they're able to get. And also, I don't know what else to say. So some people feel that whenever they go through these job processes, they already have their set person who they want to pick. In some instances, this can be true because they already have like what's their ideal person that they would like for the job, and sometimes it's not really ideal for them to pick a person like that because they can be really good. Like women, sometimes people discriminate against women because they think they can't do the same thing as men do. So sometimes they discriminate against them, and a lot of things that women can do, men can do too. So that's why it's important to treat people equally, because you never know what they can accomplish. People can accomplish anything they bring their minds to, which is why it is so important to treat people fairly. And also with the race thing, I haven't dealt with many race and workplace discrimination because I have showed my accomplishments and make sure that I show the best part of me, and make sure I put all my best efforts forward and show how successful I can be in that job place. So it is important to show what's best about you and make sure that whatever they're thinking about you, that you can prove them wrong and that you can accomplish whatever you want to. And the EEOC makes sure of that, and the equal opportunity training makes sure of that. Make sure that people are treated equally, and go through these trainings to make sure people feel the way that they should, and being able to do their job without being discriminated against, whatever it is that they cannot control, like their race, their national origin, their family, their children, their husbands. Some people are discriminated against for having a husband because they think some people think that it brings them down to a lower level, which is not really true. Some people have like 5 kids and they still can do their jobs good because they have nannies or whatever they go through. They still can do their jobs because whatever that is, whatever struggles they go through, they get through it. And just like they get through those struggles in life, they can get these struggles in workplaces also. So this is why the EEOC is very important, and make sure it is important to use in the workplace to have these trainings so that everybody can do their jobs. Thank you for listening to my informative speech about workplace discrimination and the EEOC training. Thank you.